Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Love to Light Tarot. This is Nikki, and this is for Libra. Hey, Libra, how you doing? Hey, Libra, how you doing? We're going to start with these first. Libra, this your monthly April reading. You may not be talking to somebody because all of a sudden, honey, I couldn't even swallow. Libra, this your monthly April reading. Like, subscribe, share, leave a comment below, and let me know if this resonates with you. You may be trying to do things differently. You know, every so often, if you're spiritual, or you don't have to be spiritual, you do a cleanse. You know, I'm just telling you about me, and I'm not gonna put it on me, but I'm just telling you because I feel like it's the place that you at. You do a cleanse, right? You know, you ever saw a person like cut their hair off because hair has energy, especially if you got dreads, or you know, change their look, or start throwing out old things that you may have been holding on to, because if you have a cluttered space, it clutters your mind. So if your space is clear, then your mind is clear. You know how it somehow, some way, it just feel like a car. Know when you wash it, like it just drive better. So I'm getting that energy with you, Libra, at the month of April. So this may be a place that you're at a place of transitions, meaning shedding off old habits and ways, and trying to make a change uh, for the better. Okay, and I'm sending you healing energy. What happens when you do that, and I'm just going to say this before I start doing the cards, is when you do that, then other entities and things and distractions come your way to try to pull you back in the old way. Is the new way harder? Yeah, because it's hard. It's hard to change. It's hard to stop yourself from a pattern that you have been doing. It's hard to, I feel like somebody's at my door, not do the same thing that you've been doing. That may be easier for you. Uncomfortable to say the least, but easier. Okay? All right. So let's just see this. And I ain't talking at you, honey. Libra, what I get with you? I got surprises everywhere, but I heard I don't like surprises. When you do this, when you do this new thing, right? You may get the Page of Wands out here, because the Page of Wands go with the flow. He has no expectations. He's stepping outside the box. He's new and open to new ideas, and he wants to try all of them, and he accepts them as they come. And sometimes stuff may come your way and you don't like it. It may be ouchy or owie on the inside, okay? Especially if you're diving deep within, hence the Hermit card. So the surprise is it's for the better, but you only get to the surprise if you go through the things. So you may not like surprises because you may not like what they bring. It's the energy. And I say a whole lot of you, but flip that thing, okay? All right. Child, what's up? What is that about? Oh, shit. What's up? You got the Eight of Swords, the King of Cups, the Eight of Cups, honey. Let's get this together. Because, Libra, I feel like, you know, you may be dealing with a couple of things. For the most part, I feel like you got it. But I feel like it's uncomfortable. So, let's see. Eight of Cups, Eight of Swords. Libra, month of April. Did I tell you like, subscribe, share, leave a comment below, and let me know if this resonates with you? If not, like, subscribe, share, leave a comment below, and let me know if this resonates with you, Libra. All right, and what we got for Libra for the month of April is toxic ways are coming to an end. Toxic ways are coming to an end. Okay. You may be dealing with a situation that you may have been dealing with Aquarius. You may be dealing with a situation that you couldn't shake. You may still be in the process of shaking it. That could be a person or a thing, you know. So, bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Swords, okay? So, yeah. That person, this Seven of Swords looks so sneaky. And it looked like they be just in the bushes, just in the crevices of the night, just lurking. Be careful out there, Libra, okay? Somebody didn't do right. I don't know what I've been getting these little messy readings for. It's been a lot going on. I know everything ain't daffodils and daisies. And I'm saying this because somebody is with somebody and they do Seven of Swords type shit and they know better. And then they come to tell you everybody ain't gonna, everybody, it ain't always gonna be good. It ain't gotta always be like this either. You understand? Like, I get some manipulation there. I don't know what it is, but a person to do shit and try to, and you know what it is, and a person try to tell you that ain't what it is, or you ain't see what you saw. Child, listen. We gonna see what's going on with that Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is about strategizing, Libra, as well, you know, and how to do things. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it. It's the energy that I feel, okay? And that may be what I titled this reading, because uh, mm, I want to change that so bad, but I'm not gonna do it. I sure feel like that. I was gonna say something else, but I ain't gonna say it. That Seven of Swords also giving me this energy where, okay, and I ain't talking at you. Remember the energy that I told you where I feel like a person knows what needs to be done, and a person sometimes would just rely on the easy thing, okay? And I ain't saying that that's it weak, but it does take a strong individual to look in that mirror and change things, okay? Okay. You got the Seven of Cups. You got the Ace of Pentacles, and that was in the reverse. I'm going to put it in the upright. We got the Five of Wands, so that's the energy I feel coming out the gate, and these are pulling over. But you got the Strength card, so it ain't nothing you can't handle, okay? It's just about taking charge and knowing that you got it and pushing ahead. Some of my Libras, I don't know if I call you a Leo by mistake. If I have, then you may be dealing with a Leo. Let's talk about this Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. You may not be talking to somebody, baby. Somebody may be blocked. You may not really be truth. This is the thing. I'm going to just get it on out there. Somebody act like they ain't tripping, but they are, Libra. I'm going to tell you that right now. Flip that thing if it ain't you. Somebody walk around like, I ain't. And God don't supposed to give you the spirit. God don't give you the spirit of worry, so that's a good thing. But this Seven of Swords is a person lying to themselves that instead of feeling that, because you don't want to be in that vulnerable place. So you be in your ego trying to make it seem like it ain't what it ain't. But I'm a seed and I ain't wishing that on nobody. But it wouldn't shock me if I wouldn't see no Five of Cups out here, no Three of Swords out here, because we all go through stuff. And the best thing to do is just tell the truth and say what it is and get it off your heart. I don't know why I'm saying it like that, but that's it. Seven of Cups could be illusions, you know, and looking over some good things and bad things. I feel like you don't want to be at that space. I feel like somebody has some feelings of regret. And in the Seven of Cups in the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, you have the Five of Cups like sitting there smack dab in the middle, and it takes away at your energy when you stay there. So I feel like my Libras are pretty good at understanding energies, okay? It's the energy that I do feel, where you know the longer you dwell on something, the longer you off into that energy. So I do get that somebody may want to just push past something as if without working on it. That don't mean that it's moved, it's dormant, it's there. So these Five of Wands may be conflictual energies that Libra you feel on the inside. I say a whole lot of you, but flipping, you may be dealing with a person. Could be multiple people that could be dealt with. You know, some of these people in this card, they're not fighting like the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. They like hiding behind the trees, and I ain't never noticed that watching. And some, you know, I feel like these people are hiding behind like what it is. I don't know, like they not fully out here dealing with it. At least in the other Five of Wands in the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, they out here toe to toe fighting. And you know what I'm saying? Not hurting each other, but fighting and getting whatever that is off that issue. Here, motherfuckers just out there, they just hiding behind the trees. And it may be good the thing fighting, but they not out in the open. So I don't know why I made that be a big deal, which tells me that you may not be arguing and fighting with an individual, but you not being honest and open either. You understand? And I'm saying a whole lot of you. So somebody may have just stepped back and ain't doing nothing and hiding behind things like that, but inwardly feeling a certain type of way, but ain't expressing it. You understand? I feel like that Seven of Swords in some aspect can get cleared up in some type of way. So this could be friendship or whatever this is. I just get that issue, okay? You know, and somebody just need to possibly, it may require somebody to take the lead or take control over the situation. Some of my Libras, this is a way for somebody to take control of a situation, and even if it ain't in the right way. So this is the time for you to look over and see how things have been handled and what it is, hence the judgment card. But I'm getting that strong energy from this Seven of Cups to see, do you want to still keep handling situations like this, even if it don't involve a person, because the Five of Wands can be within? Or would you like this fresh new start that's trying to be handed to you? So some of my Libras, remember I said I get this energy of you kind of shedding stuff and you looking around you, and what stays and what need to go goes, and you checking your circle to see who's real, who's fake. You may be at that place because you're so open to this new beginning, this new way of living, this new journey, this new non-toxic way, and you know that requires work. Opportunities are here to be just that. Okay? So don't let stuff hold you back. I feel like you're not. We have the Knight of Cups, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. We have the Knight of Wands, and he on this side and kind of in the reverse, but we're going to keep it going. We got the Queen of Pentacles. There's a lot of people here, and it may involve a lot of people. Libra, you may have different circumstances going on at the same time. Like you may have something going on with your baby mama or your baby daddy. And I'm saying it like that. Kid's mother, kid's father. You may have something going on financially, you know what I'm saying, at work. You got inner issues and shit that you dealing with. Then you got a sister over here that's calling you, or a younger sibling that may need something. And then you really don't know if you like your job or not. It's like you got certain circumstances going on. Don't This may be you out trying to be free, and this person reaching out and need you, and that person reaching out and need you, and that circumstance reaching out and need you, and that part when all you just trying to do is just be. So some of my other Libras, don't let a lot of things pull on you. It may be easier said than done. Follow your heart. You know, with this Knight of Cups, try to bring in this self of doing things that you love, and that'll bring in those feelings of you renewing yourself because you're at this place, and not worry about outside distractions is the energy that I feel. Page of Pentacles, okay? This is the student of the deck, so Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. All right, so this is a process of you learning is the energy that I do feel. We got in the future, we got the Hermit card that's on this side, reverse. We're going to put it in the upright. I knew you was at that place, or is this a suggestion for you to have that? Temperance card, I love this Temperance card because this Temperance card is showing you the visual of what I feel. Temperance card is about being balanced. It's about being healthy. So you may be working on your health as well with the Ace of Pentacles. When I have this sense of renewal, you may be now going to the gym and stuff. When I say a whole overall of things of rejuvenation, that's one of the things. Changing how you eat, going to the gym, maybe changing how you look, cutting your hair, releasing and shedding. I feel like this is a good thing because it has been an ongoing of situations that has been attached to you, or ongoing situation of toxic things. Okay, this is like that energy that I feel. You could be moving from darkness and coming to light, you know, leaving and shedding the shadow and coming to light in a way. And then it's like that energy that I told you, that you have the opportunity to choose. You're at this middle point. And the best visual was this Temperance card is like you could get pulled back in that direction, or you could come in the direction that you're being guided. This is another great thing the way this card is, because these is for some of my Libras that has been shedding, and you're in the process of becoming enlightened, or putting yourself away from things that no longer serve you. Because the way I'm looking at this card is like darkness and light, two different ways where you're trying to balance this out. The Temperance card is about taking time. Because you see on this side of the card, it's rainy, it's heavy. And I feel like this is God and Spirit telling you, if you have been easier, you know, easy is good, but is it uncomfortable? Yeah. This is going to require some work over here, but look at what you get. So that's the energy that I feel, and that's the place that I feel like that you're at. You see how the Hermit card, this person is trying to heal within. So this is that energy I felt like that you're either being guided, or you're at that place that you're trying to strip away. So this is something that is very deep, something that's good, something that's needed, something you will learn from that may be surprising to you. Hence why I heard surprises everywhere. And I don't like surprises because sometimes surprises cause conflictual energies and you may not like what you see and it may be uncomfortable. But the end will make you better. So if that's something that you're seeking, I feel like good shit. You have the Page of Wands, okay? That's the energy that I said. Embrace, okay? Then you got the Two of Pentacles, right? I get it. So I already told you about the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is that person who goes with the flow, who just is willing to open up and understand that life gonna bring different things, and you'll deal with it as they come. You understand? The Page of Wands is creative. The Page of Wands is also a person who is willing to move forward. That's not the word I was looking for, but I forgot the word that I was looking for. But this is the energy that I feel like that you're toggling with, because this is a decision. This is a choice. And I feel like you going, and sometimes things be up and sometimes things be down with the Two of Pentacles, right? The Page of Wands next to the Two of Pentacles is that energy that I was trying to tell you, Libra, about how I feel like you will get this momentum and then you'll kind of go back that way. So what you're trying to do is push yourself from that place and learn and see signs of what gets you back to that place so you can stay balanced. So I feel like a Queen of Cups is an energy that you would like, and this King of Wands is on his side, because this King of Wands, once he's in the upright, he going. He don't care. Nothing holds him back. He's determined. He's not afraid of anything, and he moves in the direction that he sees fit. It's on his side because I feel like that it's like a wobbly kind of deal. You gearing up, and I feel like some of my Libras, you know, heartstrings may pull you in another direction if you deal with another person, or old ways, old habits, or if stuff get a little hard, or something like that comes up, okay? So it's hard to kind of stay at this Page of Wands place. We don't want you to stay at that place, but stay at that place for starters, for you to be able to take in and just kind of go with the flow. I get it's hard to do that, because you gotta know type energy going on, but feel like that's something else that needs to be worked on. I ain't telling you need, I'm telling you what you feel like need, as sitting here with the Hermit. You got the Seven of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. I already told you, Judgment card. What are you being called to do? Is the energy out with the O, you know, and the universe is calling for you to do something different. I feel like that. So that's that energy of why I felt so powerful with where you're at in your life with, you know, spiritual growth and knocking down patterns and really looking at things. So that's the energy good. Okay. You got the Five of Wands and the Strength card. Some of my, I don't know, child. Some of my Libras, you still dealing with an individual. And I ain't saying dealing like intimately. I feel like you had a relationship or whatever this was, and the energies of this is here. I don't know if this is regret with the Seven of Swords, issues that still come up, Seven of Swords, in and out energy, where I feel like every once in a while, Knight of Cups, you two transpire, maybe have time together. I feel like that maybe was in the past, because I feel like it's an energy where you're trying to move all the way out of it and pull this energy of a pouring off into you, nurtures you, and do whatever it is that you got to do, sort of energy. Okay, maybe just be focused on work. That's where your head is at. That's where you're trying to have your head at. Hence the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Five of Wands in the Strength card. Knight of Wands as well. So Knight of Wands is this energetic, passionate knight. He can be a bit lustful, so you may be dealing with some energies that may pull you back between you and another person. He also can be a bit impulsive. The good thing about the Knight of Wands is that he's adventurous and he wants to try different things, and he ain't afraid of that. Hence the energy I see you building towards the King of Wands, okay? Some of these energies I do get. That Knight of Wands, remember I said the knights are in and out, in and out, in and out energies, and we don't want those type of energies anymore. It's about standing still and moving forward and moving forward, okay? Feel like if he was with a person, it was on and off, in and out, and along with a little Seven of Swords going on. Non-truthful energies, okay? Knight of Cups and King of Wands. The Empress card. Yes, God. This is the place that I feel like Libra is at, okay? The Empress card is nurtures herself. I already said that, next to the Queen of Pentacles, okay? You could be pregnant. This could be a motherly figure. This could be a baby mama situation. The Empress is only dealing with the Emperor, okay? That's who she don't mind, waiting, not waiting in vain, but not settling, so to speak, okay? And that's the place that you're at. Flip it if it ain't you, okay? But I do get that energy. I feel like you're at the place by the middle of the month where you're focusing in on yourself, loving you, following your heart, building your sense of foundation with things around you, and building towards whatever you want to bring forth in your life, okay? You may have a King of Wands person that was around. That was a bit of a manipulator, okay? There's King of Wands on this side. I'm getting that energy, okay? Queen of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles, Five of Cups. So I know what you're dealing with. This is why I feel like I'm telling you to move from that place, okay? To understand that you can have something different. This is that energy why I was going so hard about this card, about how it feels. This is that energy how I feel like a person could walk around and say that everything is good, but underneath I feel what you feel underneath, okay? And you may still be learning lessons from it, okay? It may not be spoke of, but I do get an energy of it's being held, and you know you want to release it. So you may take time to yourself. Hermit card, and I get why you want the change, okay? All right, Hermit card and the 10. Oh, that card go over here. This card go. Can I look? Yes. I didn't want to look at it, but Seven of Swords in the World card. We done talked enough about it. And we done talked about why cycles need to end and closures and things like that. And maybe somebody didn't have closure. And this is the energy how I feel like if something is spoken of honestly, then you can close out the cycle of that. This is also about the universe saying that don't keep pushing things down. Look at it, push through it, and don't act like it's not there. You know, understand? And that way you could feel better. Hence, Five of Cups. It's not here to hurt you. It's here to help you so you can press forward and learn. So that's the energy that I do for you. You got the Temperance card. We got the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. So this new, healthy, this is an opportunity for you to take charge and pour off into things of this. I feel like, I don't know what I'm shaking for. Like I'm scared. It may be something scary for you to do, because the Queen of Swords speak clarity. Speak truth. This Queen of Swords don't have their head up in the clouds and stuff. And she, is non-biased to situations. So you may be at a place of it is what it is, and I understand, and this is what I have to do, and I do feel like that's where you're guided to, okay? Some may be a scary situation to deal with. Over the Two of Pentacles, we got the Six of Pentacles, okay? So this is nurturing yourself. This is you pouring off into you. This is if you have third-party situations going on. I don't know why I'm saying this with the Three of Pentacles. It ain't the Three of Pentacles, it's the Six of Pentacles. But I get that somebody wants some balance and somebody feel like that, you see this beggar here. Nobody want to beg nobody to come together. So, I feel like if the flow is no, then you say okay. And that's just what it is for some of my Libras, okay? And some, I feel like you two may be coming together, but I feel like that it needs to be some changes and things need to be spoke of, and no one wants to hold on to things. And because I feel like a person has gotten to this place of they're okay by themselves, That Six of Pentacles also is you pouring off into yourself, Libra. So putting in effort as well to make the full change, and don't say stagnated on the ropes is the energy that I do feel, okay? All right. Some of my other Libras, I do get that you may, like, that if it's a person that's around you, you're releasing whatever this is. Somebody who you wasn't open with, you may be trying by the end of the month, okay? A little tap. Why I say a little tap? A little tap, Libra. All right, let's see here. Perspective. Better off, happiness, and a clear headspace. Hence the Queen of Swords. How you look at things, right? The way I was trying to explain to you about the surprises and sometimes it hurt and blah, blah, blah. Better off if things are... See, that's the energy I feel. I feel like somebody is okay before you keep going through the Five of Wands or Five of Cups and holding on to things and stuff like that with a person, you know, people come into your life and you experience them. And I feel like somebody get it and you okay with it. And you don't want to be at this place no more with a person. You want to work together. You don't want things on and off, up and down, and things be hectic and stuff like that, especially if you have to co-parent with a person, you know. But I get because feelings are still there, or something that's not honestly being spoke of, or somebody's still harboring something, they still, you go through this, okay? For some, all right, in different perspective is how you looking at things and able to push forward, even though things may have happened to you. I don't look at things to you. I feel like things happen for you, and the reason for you is for you to grow. Because without circumstances, then where the lessons come in at, you know? So don't be hard on yourself, Libra, if you are. All right. Confusion, uncertain, unclear, unsure. You may be at that space, okay? I do get that. That's why I went hard on the Temperance card, all right? Only you. Devoted, attached, and crave, okay? You may have somebody lurking in the bushes, Libra, all right? And you may be thinking that, I said a whole lot of you, flip it. Somebody may be acting like that, and maybe you felt like that what this was with this individual, you know? To be devoted in something to another person and they do what they do anyway, you know, it's hard to not. In the beginning, you will look at you, and I'm gonna say this and get off here. Like, why? You know, what made them do that, or why a person do that to me, or you'll get the going in your head, like, you know, see up under here is loyalty. You know what I'm saying? You'll get to go in your head like, was you enough? It ain't a you thing. It's a them thing. So get that off of you. You everything. Okay, Libra is the energy that I feel. You the Empress, right? So it's when you recognize that and know that whatever action Seven of Swords a person does is not a reflection of you. If you know a person is just that way and you'll hold on to that, then you're capable of moving forward. Okay? All right. Ciao. Exit strategy. Time to look in the mirror. Okay? Those are the two cards I'm in that card, child. The little joker. I was finna go, but the universe want me to show you the little joker card. In the spades, you know, the little joker ain't as powerful as the big joker, but the little joker could cut some shit as well. So you know, if you get this in the hand of spade, you know you at least got one book. All right. You got the little joker, Libra, okay, is the energy that I feel. Meaning the capability to cut something in something, world card something, push forward in something, okay, but you just have to utilize it. And you know when you use your little joker in the spade deck, you strategize and use it. You don't come out the gate because you know that big joker lurking. So therefore, you utilize it in a strategic way. Hence what that Seven of Swords would be. I don't know why I'm telling you that. But I am, okay? I want to move you from this place on the bottom of the deck, okay? Love and light to you, Libra. Love.